Hi, it's Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the weekly crypto tech review. This week we're looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the week's support, resistance and pivot levels, and the Fibonacci's. This is the tech analysis for the week ending the 28th of February. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar, these are the daily candlesticks and we are looking at weekly support, resistance, pivot levels. Bearish start to the week here on Monday morning. Gonna need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 53,809 and break through last week's high and new swing high 58,321.2 to take a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 61,888. So you're going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break through to 60,000 levels to bring that first major resistance level into play. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin test resistance at 65,000 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 66,400. A fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 49,297 into play. Barring an extended sell-off in the week, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 45,000 levels and the second major support level sitting at 41,219. The 23.6% fib at 45,501 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD, we have a slight narrowing of the bullish histograms, but nothing suggestive of a bearish few days ahead. So you need to keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, the 50 has pulled away marginally from the 100 and the 200, continuing to give a bullish signal. So key through the early part of the week, avoid a fall through the pivot at 53,809 and break out from last week's high 58,321.2 to bring 60,000 levels and resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and you got support levels in play. Looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, bearish start to the week as well. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid a fallback through the pivot at 1879 and break through last week's new swing high 2041.42 to bring the first major resistance level at 2098 into play. Going to need to see support from the broader market, however, for Ethereum to break back through to 2000 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 2100 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target 2,300 levels before any pullback. The second major resistance level sits at 2260. A fallback through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 1717 into play. Barring an extended sell-off in the week, Ripple's XRP should steer clear of sub 1700 levels. The second major support level sits at 1497. In the event of an extended sell-off, however, you can expect that 23.6% fib at 1574 to come into play. Looking at the MACD, we've got a widening of the bearish histograms at the start of the week following late last week's bearish cross. So that's signaling some downside and supporting the early pullback on Monday morning. On the EMAs, however, the 50 has moved away marginally from the 100 and the 200. That's still a bullish signal, suggestive further upside in the week ahead. So keep through the early part of the week, avoid a fallback through the pivot at 1879 and break out from last week's high and new swing high 2041.42 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and you've got support levels in play.